What if I told you there are beings who existed before existence was formed? They exist outside of time and space. They don't have a beginning or an end. They've just kind of always been around. These beings are called the Bornless. They don't function like any being that has lived in the corporeal world. Comprehending them would be impossible. Having existed before time and space, they have powers beyond our reality. They have been invoked before, but very rarely.
This is the story of how we discovered one of these pre-existent ones. Before joining our society, one of our members, who we will keep anonymous, was an archaeologist exploring abandoned ruins. They discovered an underground temple that was sealed away with a stone slab. They broke open the slab and entered the temple, noticing that the walls had eyes and teeth carved into them. The texture carved into it was like that of flesh.
Stone tentacles covered in bumps protruded from the walls, making them look like tongues. These features made the stone carvings look like the real thing. If it wasn't made of stone, you would have thought you were walking into an actual mouth. There was a cauldron with a dried black liquid inside. There were symbols on it that read "Intoxicator." There were many other jars full of this liquid broken on the ground, and worst of all, the temple floor was littered with corpses.
Upon inspection, the people who died in this temple died from drinking the black liquid. Carved above the cauldron was a bunch of stars and constellations, and above that there was a horrendous tentacled creature that looked like a lump of flesh with eyes, tongues, and teeth, oozing with the black liquid from the cauldron and possibly being the source of it. It was like an inside-out mouth. It perfectly matched the carved teeth, tongues, and eyes that lined the rest of the temple.
There were carvings of people beside the cauldron, kneeling, bowing, worshipping this monster, its tentacles holding knives that slit their throats. Despite this, the carvings' faces were smiling, emanating joy. They were happy to die. There were also words carved around the horrifying idol that translate as, "O goddess, let us drown in the ocean in your eyes." It became clear the black liquid was some kind of drug. The people got addicted to it, overdosed on it, and died. It was called Sakari's milk. That must have been the name of the thing they were worshipping. We researched all we could about Sakari. There were few other findings of places where this being was worshipped, but all languages refer to her with the same name.
Not much is known about Sakari, other than that she stands for pleasure, escapism, indulgence, and addiction. Her one desire is to addict all souls in the world to some form of mundane pleasure, then make those souls one with herself through that addiction. When summoned into the physical world, the form she takes is that of mouth features, like flesh, tongues, and teeth, often lining walls. The black liquid or milk that she secretes is apparently so euphoria-inducing that not even alcohol or drugs can sate one's craving for it. Few people in history have successfully invoked her, but she was somehow banished afterwards, though she did take a few souls with her.
It's theorized that the fleshy stone walls of the temple was Sakari when she was summoned, but when she was banished, her physical form turned to stone, leaving the walls lined with her features. Now, we try to do all we can to prevent Sakari from being summoned. If you ever somehow get in touch with a Bornless, let us know.